Now that I have my basic bills listed in my worksheet, I think I'd like to clean it up and format it. Formatting your worksheet can make it look nice and make it easier to read. You will find some of the formatting commands on the Home tab in the font group. Let's start by making the title bold. To do this, you first need to select the text you want to make bold. Now just click the bold command, and here you go. I think I'll do the same with all my bills here on the left. If I want to format more than one cell at a time, I can select entire column, all rows, or specific cells. To select the entire column, I just left-click the column heading, and the entire column will appear as selected. To select specific cells in the column, just left-click a cell and drag your mouse over the entire cells you wish to format, and then release the mouse button. Now you can left-click the bold command and all the selected cells will be formatted. Now I'll do the same thing to the entire row. In addition to the bold command, you also have italic and the underline commands that work the same way. I think the title will look good in italic. To do this, I'll just select it and click the italic command. The underline command also works in the same way, but it does have extra many options. Let's add the word total in cell A29. Eventually, I add up my monthly bills in this row. I'll make it bold and underline it. To format with a simple line, just ensure the cell is selected and then click the underline command. If you want a double line, select the drop-down arrow and select double underline. You can also change the font style, size, and color. To change the font style, select the cells you want to modify. I will just left-click the row 7 heading to select the entire row and then left-click the font drop-down box to select the font. As you move over the font styles, you will see the fonts previewed in the spreadsheet. I think the Tehama will look good. And I think I'll choose different style for my title. Yeah, this looks good, but I think the size needs to be bigger. Just select the drop-down arrow next to the font size box and choose the size option. Yeah, this size looks good. Let me show you how to change the text color. Just select the text and then click the down arrow next to the text color command. A color palette appears. I can select the color I like or choose more colors. This opens the extra set of colors. Select the color you like and click OK. This looks good. Now I'm ready to make additional formatting changes that will make the worksheet easier to read. You can do this by adding borders and fill colors to your worksheet in select places. In the font dialog box, you will find the fill effects command and borders command. Let's go ahead and select the cells you want to add a border to. So I'll just select the rows and then click the arrow next to the borders command. You have a variety of options here, so you can decide whether you want a border on top, a border on bottom, or some type of combinations. Just left click on the option from the list to select it and then it will appear. Here you go. Adding fill color to cells can be a great way to format a worksheet so that it's easy to read. You may have seen some long business reports that have alternating colored rows or columns to make it easier to read. Let's change the fill color of the title cells. Just select the cells and then click the fill command. A color palette appears. You can select the color you like. Here, I like this color. It looks pretty good, but I think I need to change my text color to white if I have a fill color that is dark like this. You can also use fill color in the same way to format your columns. You may have noticed that I have my bill amount listed each month, but there isn't a dollar sign in front of these amounts. Excel gives you the ability to change the number format. By default, the numbers appear in the general category, which means there's no special formatting. If I want to change the number formatting, I just need to select the cells and then click the drop down from the number format box. From here, you can see there are many ways you can format numbers in your worksheet. Since I'm dealing with monetary amounts, I think currency or accounting will work best. To select one, just left click and there you go. Now the amount appears in the currency format. In the number group, you also have some other options. For example, you can change the dollar sign to other currency format. You can change numbers to percents and add commas. You can even change how many places appear after the decimal by clicking the increase or decrease decimal commands. Now, before we wrap up, I want to add my due date in the second column. I really don't like the way this is formatted. To change the formatting, all you have to do is go back to the number format box, and from here I can choose how I want my date to be displayed. I think I'll choose the short date format. To avoid having to do this for each and every cell in this column, all I have to do is select the remaining cells where I would like to enter my dates. Now I have to go back to the number group and select the short date again. This means no matter what format I try to enter my date, the only format that is applied is short date format. Here I will show you. See, this helps with consistency. Now things are looking pretty good, but I would like to center my title over my entire budget. To do this, I need to left-click cell A1 and drag it to my right to select all the cells over to and including O1. Now on the Home tab, in the Alignment group, I have Merge and Center, and the title is now centered over the selected cells. You also notice that the separate column lines no longer appear. Well, that's because the selected cells were merged into one cell. Formatting rows, columns, and text in Excel makes data look a little more interesting. Go ahead and start formatting your worksheet for a customized and appealing look.